Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the show. We got a great one lined up for you today. If you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. I'd like to shout out the entire panel. We have the beautiful Betty Van Velsen. She's back from Tahiti. What's up, Betty?
Shut up with the Tahiti, man. Nobody can get to Tahiti from the Netherlands.
You can't get to Tahiti? Problem.
It's too far away. That's something that with all the lockdowns and whatever. People come back from Spain and need to be quarantined when they come back.
So you haven't been to Tahiti?
Crazy world, man.
I know it's a crazy world. That didn't answer my question.
I was just in the Hinton Garden.
You were where?
Hinton Garden.
Hinton Garden. What's that?
Backyard.
Oh, jeez.
In German.
Yeah, I knew it was German. I was saying, oh, man, I should know this, but I don't.
Yeah, you had your chance learning German, but you didn't.
Yeah, but I was 20, in my early 20s when I went to Germany. So that's kind of...
That's easy because then you're still young to learn the language.
No, that's way... No. You learn languages early in childhood.
Yeah. Well, it's better to start at 20 than at what's your age now, John?
Whoo, look at the time. Boy, this show's going fast. It's getting late early. Okay.
Be a short one, people.
Yeah, but what? So let's get a visual here. You got a young man, single man in his 20s. He's in Germany, living on his own. What do you think I'm going to do? Go start taking language classes?
No, mingle with the people over there and try to chat up women in German.
Well, yeah, that happened. Okay.
Do that in English, of course.
Yeah, they spoke better English than we did.
Exactly.
because all of our slang. So they had a difficult time, especially because we talk a lot of Americans talk really fast, right? So that didn't help matters much. And then all the slang, they were like, I could see, sometimes you could see them looking at each other like, what the... Yeah, that happened a lot. That's pretty funny.
Yep.
Yeah, that goes unsaid. All right, so we got a full boat in here tonight. Where's all my guys at, man? They're stonewalling me.
Yeah, but maybe they are going to Tahiti.
Yeah, they're going to. They're taking this summer vacation excuse just a bit too far, right? I haven't been messing
in the chat. Sauerkraut and sausages, but that's German food, right?
Yeah, but there wasn't that much sauerkraut and sausages, man. There was a lot of half Hinchens and pommes frites and doner kebabs. See, that's the big one. That was a big one in the Imba stands. Those two, half Hinchens, pommes frites, and doner kebabs. Yep, that was it. No sauerkraut. What the heck?
Oh, we ate sauerkraut in the Netherlands, but not with donuts. Or not donuts. How do you think? Hot dogs.
Not with
You eat it with hot dogs, don't you?
Not with donuts. Where donuts come
Yeah,
from?
that's wrong. I was confused with the word dog.
I never. Yeah, I can't say I never did, but yeah, no, I would say maybe 5 in my life I had sauerkraut. I'm not into that.
Yeah, we eat that with potatoes and.
Yeah, but I think you guys make it a little bit differently than the Americanized version.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's sour. Salty stuff.
You know what?
It wasn't my favorite, by the way. It was not.
No, it's not happening. What else was?
Mm.
What else was really?
Someone says cabbage is good for you.
Yeah, cabbage. That's not too bad. But there was so much. I love great food, just like anyone. But I used to go. There was a lot of restaurants. How did we get on the food subject in Germany?
Well, because Germany food and you like food, go together.
Yeah. But
Well,
man,
I think
go ahead.
I would say QE was in the military about the same time I was. I was going to say the cabbage is from Korea. The girls are from Germany.
Yeah, the cabbage eaten from Korea. I had a lot of buddies that got stationed in Korea. You know, most said they liked it. I don't see how, but they did. I never had the chance, so.
Mama-san will hook you up with the cabbage.
Oh, God, here we go.
I know. We'll talk about that offline.
Maybe you should introduce him, John.
Yeah. Crit. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, because nobody else. Yeah, we have skeptical in here as well. So we might as well mute him too then. So that we have
Hello.
a panel. Hey, skeptical.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Good. We're talking about food, German food.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll say Skeptical's been my battle buddy in text chat lately.
Well, we're skeptical. Where are you from?
I doubt-
Hold on a second.
I-
Crit, where are you at in the world?
Northern Minnesota.
Northern Minnesota.
Yeah, but I did grow up in Arkansas, so it was a little bit. That's why I got the kind of blended accent.
All right. Yeah. Skeptical, where are you at in the world, man?
Oh, yeah, Europe, France.
Oh, you're in France. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Hey, Skeptical, je parle français mieux que toi.
Oh, no.
Damn.
It's challenging me now. You
I do.
said I
threw the
yeah,
down.
Betty's
I
loving
mean,
this.
honestly, sorry?
Betty's gonna love this. She loves languages.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. By the way, you speak like no good French, so great.
Yeah, because this is going to be kind of funny, but my last duty station before I went National Guard was in France. That's going to give you that's going to date me very well.
That
National Guard?
yeah.
Yeah, I only did one tour of active duty. I went National Guard after that.
That's typical.
I heard someone say that National Guard are wusses.
No, yeah, actually, Betty, believe it or not, I deployed with National Guard, and see the thing with National Guard is they're a military personnel, but they're also a mechanic, they're also a carpenter, they're also something else. So some active duty dude is a complete numbnut. They only know their MOS, where a National Guard guy knows his MOS and his civilian job. It's amazing. National Guard are far superior than active duty in every sense of the word.
Okay. How are you at fasting?
Well, I'd say even still, there might be a National Guard guy who's an infantryman, National Guard, but he's a cook in real life. Think about that. An active duty guy is only an infantryman. He has no idea how to cook.
So he doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah, because all he does is infantry every day, and really there isn't very many conflicts that are a non-stop infantry engagement.
Oh my God, yes,
These extra skills like cooking and building and repair, that is really what drives a modern military.
Okay. Well, thank you for the insight.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Crit.
No problem. I'm happy I could contribute.
Ooh, look at
I'm
the
sure
time. How about
Boy.
that food in What about French? Well, Skeptical's from France. I mean, what's he got to say about the food in France?
Haute cuisine.
Oh yeah. This has. I mean, honestly, it's decent. Really, I can't. Honestly, because I came from an African background and I'm used to the African food.
Oh wow.
So Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was born like in North Africa, then I moved to France like since I was 5, 6 years. So, but I'm completely just a traditional. I'm into like the Moroccan, the Algerian food. Type of food. It's completely beautiful. So I would say generally French food. Yes, it's good. Yeah, but it's incomparable to the African food. African is completely beautiful, man. Yeah,
Well,
understand. So
yeah, we can go on and on. I'd like to know, for instance, so what is your favorite African food, and then what's the favorite French food? How about that?
what the favorite African foods is you know the Moroccan type of food, tagine. Have you ever come across such like name tagine couscous
Couscous, yes.
pilau?
Yeah. My wife
Yeah,
loves it.
exactly.
Yep.
So that it's
I
my
hate it.
favorite.
I can't stand it.
Why, man? Honestly, it's my favorite. I completely adore it, man. Yeah. So when it comes to French food, you know, yeah, different. I don't know. Can I summarize that? It's a lot of things, really. So we've got la soupe à l'oignon, which means like the onion with soup. It's pretty delicious as well. We use it a lot.
Onion soup's all you got for me from France?
No. I can give you a really long list.
No, just one, your favorite.
My favorite it's la soupe à l'oignon, which means the onion with soup. Yeah, soup with onion. Yeah.
Okay, like I said, onion soup. Okay, I can live with that. I
My
love
favorite
onions.
is,
Go
My
ahead.
favorite is tart flambé.
Sorry?
Tart flambé.
Oh no, ça dépend. C'est pas, just a little,
That's sort of a pizza
Yeah, it's
with sour cream, onion, and ham, and they make it really thin bottom, and that's amazing. Have it now.
go like
Yeah.
Oh, I might have made a mistake. People, can you check out there? People in chat, did they hear a reverberation of the intro?
Reverberation.
Yeah, it kind of reverberation. I forgot to close something out.
We heard you talk a little bit.
Yeah, my daughter came in and said, "Hey, Dad!" right at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Well, they know that you're your dad. Right?
Yeah. That perfect timing. I had my mic unmuted. I'm saying, "Wow, wait, stop!" But too funny. But yeah, I
what's
kind
that
of
topic
screwed.
is about?
I kind of screwed that little intro up. I'll check it on the way back. Did anyone say anything in chat that they heard it like a reverberation?
Not that I know.
Okay.
But you got a super chat that's coming in from James Richard. It says, "Where would flat Earth be without the historic QE posing scientist brackets deal in pseudoscience?"
Hey,
Yeah.
he's pushing that a lot. Thanks, James. I appreciate that, man. All right, so we got the French food favorite onion soup. Okay, well, Crit, he was over there in France. We might as well get his.
Okay, so the macaroon, actually, you will not believe how great a macaroon can be. I mean, it was like you bite into a macaroon prepared properly. It was like it just blows your taste buds away.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, describe it.
Yeah, it can't be described. The only way you could describe it is just by saying macaroon.
Well, what the
Good
heck
luck,
is in it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically they do like a gel that they infuse flavors into a gel. Then they do some sort of puff pastry that adds texture to it. But the puff pastry is actually infused with the same flavor. I get it's like the most like French pastries can be described by just saying macaroon.
So that covers all French pastries. It's just if you say macaroon, it's like a general description of all pastries. Is that what you're saying?
No, it just like just to describe how great French pastries are. just bite into a macaroon and you'll get it.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the other
that-
one, the other one would be a joke that I think Skeptical will get is that the escargot.
That
Oh,
is cargo. Yeah, right. Yeah.
You
Nails?
get the escargot joke, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
And
it
you call you cassoulet, which means sorry.
keep it clean.
Hey, with
Yeah.
a Skeptical, when I went to the gas station, I saw an escargot.
Oh, jeez.
See, like the thing is, Kiwi's not a francophone, so he doesn't know the escargot.
I mean, you've got also like my favorite is the cassoulet. Cassoulet is kind of basically says it's a French dish of white beans baked with meat. It's really beautiful.
White
And
beans
it's
baked
really
with
tasty.
meat.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
This guy has a room and for a restaurant.
I'm
Sorry?
telling you, we
Cassoulet.
these guys are aristocrats. I wasn't ready for this.
Well, see, the issue was Kiwi, when I was stationed in France, all the mess halls, all the support personnel left. It was just basically everything was on the market. We actually got cola, and it was the best cola I ever got because
Right.
there wasn't any barracks left over.
Right.
You know, the French told us to leave. They said, get out of here. You know.
Yep. So if those support services left, they colaed your butt. Yeah.
They colaed it. Yeah, they colaed me. Yeah, I know. It was great.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I got you. I'm tracking with you. I never experienced that, but I heard about it. Yeah. They would have to. All right, so we're gonna move on. Let's go on, Betty.
Yeah, you got another super chat by James Richard again. He says, "No, QE, thank you."
Yeah,
You thank.
very well, James. Appreciate it, sir. So, are we gonna get into this?
What are we going to get ourselves into then, huh?
I kind of forgot what the show was about.
Top 30 BallTARD Bloopin Blunders.
Oh yeah, the top 30 BallTARD Bloopin Blunders, right? So I collected these up. These were over some years, and I just put them in a file, right? Most of them are a little aged. That's okay. But a few of them, it doesn't matter when they were. A few of them are quite recent. I'm not going to point that out because it's not important. But we're going to go over the top 30. We're going to do 10 at a time. And somebody changed my mind. I was going to do a vote. We're going to do the podium today, but we're not going to do the podium today. I want people to think about these because there's 30 of them and you got to pick 3. So you got to pick the bronze, the silver, and the gold. I've got the gold. I've already got that because I think it stands out like a sore foot. It's pretty bad, but even though we're going to judge these individually and in relation to each other, for podium spots, like I said, I want everyone to take a step back and just look at it, take it as a whole, right? And look at it as a whole representing the intellectual and science elite of our time. Because that's basically how you have to look at it, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the nature of reality, right? And these people that present themselves discussing the nature of reality, basically parroting, but we'll move on from that. But these are essentially the intellectual and the science elite of our time, correct? So, can you tell me, in the end here, how in the great googly moogly can this be any better than a bad Mel Brooks skit? I mean, this is going to be... I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Folks, Harry, Lloyd, Mr. Magoo, and Elmer Fudd are pissing themselves to tears over these. This is going to be quite shocking. If you've never seen these before, hold on to your hats. Let's start it. Like I said, I'm going to go 10 at a time. These are not in any particular order. right? I just threw them together. So the number order here has nothing to do or emphasis on anything. It's completely arbitrary. So the first 10. Now, I don't want you to concentrate so much on the person either. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, I want you to take a look at the big picture, but just evaluate the comments for their intrinsic, how would I say? Cowbell. Intrinsic cowbell. Yeah, that's good enough. So we'll go through the... Go ahead.
I thought but you like cowbell.
I do like cowbell, but this is a different animal. This is more
Well,
like this
you
is
should
more
maybe-
like this is more like
Inverse cowbell.
yeah, this is more like dumb animal cowbell. I don't know what it is, but listen, I'm poisoning the well already. So
You shouldn't do that. That's a fallacy.
yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I think these speak for themselves. Let's go through the first 10 and kick things off, and you'll know what I mean. So, number 1, like I said, these are in no particular order. Number 1, air is not the atmosphere. That's brought to you by the Rumpus. The Rumpus stars here quite a few times. He's probably the loudest and been out here the longest from these guys, so he's going to be represented here by more than just one. So that's number 1. Air is not the atmosphere. That's a problem because atmo means air. Air is gas. And gases fill the atmosphere. I don't know why I needed to just explain that. Number 2, from Sly Sparkane. This was a hit when this first happened. This had reverberations down the road, and we'll get to that. Number 2, my physics experiment was double blind. Now, this is my wife's favorite. I didn't give her all the 30 of them, but I think she's, this has cornered the market for her because she lost it. Like I said, she has an actual science degree, so she knows the score. So that's number 2. Number 3, brought to us by George not going to work here anymore. A closed thermos is an open system. Feel that one, folks. A closed thermos is an open system. Thanks for that. We appreciate it. Number 4, brought to us by, and this is recent, Mr. Sensible. At best, what you have done, you would have disproved the radius of the Earth. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Number 5 is a lot of people's number 1s, and it's been number 1 for a while now, but I think something's unseated it. It's hard to believe anything unseating this, but in my opinion, one did. Number 5, brought to you by Brenda. What's the phenomena? Shoe. What's the hypothesis? It's a shoe. Number 6. Brought to you by Zanuck. Straight is straight and level is curved. Number 7. Timmy Clown. A logical fallacy is better than nothing. Number 8. Danny T. Currently Daily T. Shout out to you, Danny T. He asked me if he was going to be on the list today, and I said, yeah, for this. So the plane is flying backwards. Danny T. Yes. Number 9, Gimp Panda. My presupposition. The laws of logic stand. Does anyone see the problem with that? On the panel?
Maybe you could elaborate on that a bit.
The laws of logic stand. Let's see if anyone gets that. Anyone out in chat too. See if anyone gets that one. What's the problem with that?
What is? I was still hanging on the other ones, to be honest.
Because I had the reason why I stopped there, because a lot of people said, well, why is that on there? Right?
Are you saying the number 9?
Say again? No, yeah, number 9.
Because the idea is basically that logic doesn't have its own laws.
Well,
Nope.
no.
The laws.
But you presupposing in the laws of logic.
Nope. Laws of logic stand.
Maybe this goes over our heads.
All right. Well, this is a logical fallacy because logic doesn't stand. So he anthropomorphized it. So essentially, this is a reification fallacy.
Isn't that an easy one?
What do you mean an easy one? I asked everyone what it was.
I would have thought that the bird humping thing would be coming up with this one.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I meant by that. That logic doesn't have laws, so they can't stand.
Yeah. They do have there are laws of logic, but the stand part is the problem.
Concepts.
Say again?
It's a concept because it doesn't have feet, so it can't stand.
That's what I said. He anthropomorphized it. It's a reification fallacy.
I
So
thought it had to do something with the
Okay.
presupposition.
yeah, see, I think that fools a lot of people and they focus on that. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that's clear to everyone. I just
You could
Go ahead.
I thought of it as a higher echelon of literary and intricate language.
well,
Yeah, I did the same thing Betty did too, because I was
I
thinking about the
think-
presupposition. Like
yeah.
Jim Penda's logic is not what's standing here. He's
yeah, that's
applying
right.
his
Yeah,
own logic.
regardless of that, yes.
Yeah, that's the same trap I fell into.
He has a lot of presuppositions.
Yeah. But I just wanted to make that clear. So let's go ahead. We can round out the top 10. Not now, the first 10. I'm sorry. The first 10 from Steve McClown of the Clan McClowns. The speed of sound in a vacuum is constant.
Yeah. That's
Let me leave those up there. I want people to let these marinate. Maybe you can write something that stands out to you. Remember, we're looking for the top 3. That is
Yeah.
bronze, silver, and gold.
Things stands out for someone that's super chatted, and that's here live, and he says, "Shout out to backwards flying planes."
Yeah. He's not the only one that said that, by the way. Well,
Yeah, we had some. Yeah, it's close to Rumpus being saying that you can see your own behind when you look in a telescope if you can zoom in far enough.
you know what? That should be in there too. Listen, there's some that are not on the list. I would take addendums, right? We might go to top 50 because I just had 3 that I thought of that are not on the list. But that will be for another show. We're only doing these top 30. So, like I said, let these first 10 marinate. We're looking for 3. There's 20 more to go. Write down something that stands out to you. You don't have to
that.
and you don't have to take. You could take all 3 from the first 10. I'm not saying that, right? But just remember, there's 20 more coming. Go ahead.
Yeah, 3 of them are for the first. Just the first 3 are the first 10. 3 jumped out for me that are definitely on the short list.
Yeah. There's some good ones in there, no doubt about it. Yeah, mine, me too.
Before you go to the other 10, I got 2 super chats from Unicorn Laser Eyes. He says, "Please, ballers, keep talking so we can get to a top 100."
Go ahead,
And
finish the
Jeff
second one.
Richard
Yeah.
says, "A logical fallacy hold the same values as nothing." Brackets. "I really don't know. I'm just using logic."
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that, man.
We presuppose that Jim Panda used logic.
Yeah, that's a hefty presupposition, man. Yeah, so let these first 10. I just wanted to talk about them just for a couple minutes. I'm not going to go real fast into the next 10. So you guys could go ahead and poison the well for the audience and maybe put some emphasis on a few. I think you already did.
Yeah, I did. My bad.
No, that's good. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. That people can make their own choices.
Sure.
The
We got
plane is.
another person on the panel. It's Neil. No, hi Neil. I don't know if you can.
What's up?
What's up, Neil?
Hey,
Hey, Neil.
we got some 30 bloopers by ballers that we are going through. Did you listen to a bit of it?
Yeah, I just jumped on, so give me a
Okay.
couple of seconds, but that shouldn't be too hard.
All
Yeah.
right.
So the first 10, I would have to say, it's difficult to pick through that first 10. Do you remember the speed of sound in a vacuum is constant? Betty, you remember that one?
Yeah. He sort of recanted a little bit. Somebody had to correct him, right?
Yes.
And then he's immediately changed because he was that he was wrong.
Yeah. Now, he's had thousands of these. I can't put every single stupid comment, right? Would be here to the end of 4020. I'm just taking a representative sample of absolute.
I find the one with a logical fallacy is better than nothing found. And then you pick the king of fallacies. So
Yeah. He had a hangout one time. I think it was on Ranty's show where he was at a fallacy a minute. Over 90 fallacies. I systematically went through and documented each of them. Yeah. But he
almost used all of them, didn't
he likes to celebrate a good portion of the logical fallacy catalog. Yes.
he?
Yeah. Too funny, man. And then he touts himself as knowing logic. That's the funniest thing. I mean, we're in complete depravity here.
Yeah, these are good ones. I like the air is not the atmosphere because I know when that was posted.
That's what I was going to say. The main one to me.
And like these have their own inherent dipshittery in them. My like I said, my wife likes number 2.
Double blind. Huh?
Yeah, the funny part was that somebody heard him say no one heard him say that. He wrote it. I got that from a comment section, and somebody else was in the comments. We're going to get to him, and I think it's the second 20. He heard it, and he did the same thing. He even took it a couple steps further. I did a whole show on him.
I wonder, double blind. Huh? How do you do that, double blind?
How would you think you would do a double blind? Not a chemistry experiment. I'm sorry, not a physics experiment.
Both his eyes closed, or just and then blind is one eye closed?
No. Double blind and single blind are epidemiological studies. They do them a lot in the medical field. Not every single study is, but a lot of those are in the medical field. But never in physics, never, or in chemistry, ever. It's.
Yeah, but I distinctly remember that someone else said that, but maybe we get to that one.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that one. Yep. So the first 10's down. Let's go to the second 10. Leading off, Zanuck, you're leading off this one too. This is real close to Danny T. Planes can fly motionless if they fly at 1,000 miles an hour eastward at the equator. Zanuck. Wow. Number 12. DNA is made of amino acids. Brenda.
That's an oldie, right?
That's an oldie. Yep.
That's one of the first things that sprung out to you that you already sort of assessed we're dealing with. Huh?
Yeah, this one was, I was just perusing different, back in the day, there'd be flat earth hangouts everywhere. And I was perusing them one day and I heard this. I tripping over myself to get in there. I finally got in there. It didn't work out well for her in there. You remember this, don't you, Brenda? Yeah.
Hmm.
Number 13, from Bob the Science Guy. So basically, that's all I have to say about it. It's, my gravity is the fact that my phone flips.
What? Can you repeat that one?
Yes, I can. From Bob the Science Guy. Bob the pseudoscience fallacy guy, essentially. So basically, that's all I have to say about it. It's, my gravity is the fact that my phone flips.
Oh, the whole sentence. It's
Okay.
His phone flips. Well, I would flip out with him. That wouldn't be gravity.
Wow.
These people are crazy, really.
Don't poison the well now. I already did that. Try not to do that. We're only at 14. Almost halfway through.
Okay.
So, soundly, number 14. Gravity attracts gravity. That's what happens. That's the behavior of our reality.
Gravity attracts.
Yep.
So something is attracting something, but we don't know what that something is.
It's attracting
That's
itself.
tautology.
It's what?
Tautology.
Yeah. Tautology is using a similar words. That's the same word. Similar words to describe the same thing. That's the same word. So yeah, I would venture.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 15,
Ah.
halfway through. This was my favorite for a long time. This was probably about 2 years ago. This is from PhD Philip Weinberg. He has a PhD in physics, self-purportedly. We're talking about the physical sciences. The physical sciences don't care about the natural world.
What?
Yep. This one,
And why would they care?
now, the only, I can take this by your rank and file numpty. This wouldn't have made it. This, because you know that we hear stuff like this every day. This made the list because of who he is.
So physical
Not true.
is and that there's so much in this, right?
That makes perfect sense.
It makes
Talks
perfect
about the
sense.
physical world has been the natural world, so.
Well, we can move on. Don't try to psychoanalyze, please.
Yeah. All right, sorry.
I like that. That's the best part.
Hey, you
put a
can
diagnose on these people and just move along.
you can do that on your own time.
Oh,
No, it's okay. All right, number 16. Brought to you by Fight the Tight Shirt. 16. A hypothesis is an explanation. 12 seconds later, a hypothesis isn't an explanation. Just typical doublespeak. It has some flair. That's why I put it in here. Soundly again, number 17. This is old. Hypothesis, the earth is a sphere. Null hypothesis, the earth is flat. This came out when on the day that he released the transmission line proof. Because I went right to his channel and I started, after laughing at Mr. Planet Orleans Paris, I said, I don't think you have much of a science acumen. What's the hypothesis for your flat earth or for your spinning ball space monkey religion? And this is what he gave me. He's done it a couple more times, more recently, the same thing, by the way. The same thing. So there you go, Soundly. Thank you, sir. Number 18, Sean Little G. Is a rocket matter? I'm not sure. If maybe someone else on the panel can answer.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It's all about mind over matter. If I don't mind, it don't matter.
I'm not sure. Does he know his own name? Amazing.
We lost your
Okay.
last little bit of the comment. What did you say?
I said, does he know his own name?
That's a good question. It's a fair question at this point. Number 19, Hillbilly Blue Balls, the redneck retard, a.k.a. the photosynthetic redneck. Listen to me. That's how it overcomes gravity. It doesn't overcome gravity.
I remember that.
Unbelievable.
Number 20, Mick West makes his appearance. He was asked, what's the independent variable in your experiment? His response, I don't know. What would you... Give me an example of an independent variable. From the science communicator, Mick West. That
Okay,
rounds
so
out the first 20, folks.
he knows his stuff then, huh?
Yes, he does. Isn't it apparent?
Apparently. Apparent.
Like I said, I had my favorite out of this one. It's hard choices.
If I may, can I double back on just two things real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so number one is fight the fat girth. Because if you say fight the flat shirt, he tries to pretend like he's ripped, and he's not. He doesn't have a fat shirt, okay? Or a guy with a tight shirt, he can flex and show you which way to the beach. This guy has got, he's pear shaped, okay? He's not apple shaped.
Yeah,
Like his ball.
yeah.
Low birth. Might be pear-shaped too.
Yeah, that's my joke was that it's fight the flat earth is pear shaped.
There's a couple that stand out here to me. I'm not going to say anything. There's a couple in here that are quite shocking.
And the other thing was like Soundly had basically said the same thing to me too. He's like, if it's not flat, it's a what? I go, I don't know. You tell me. Right?
Yeah, these aren't. That's not a hypothesis, but that's the most important part of it. That's not a hypothesis. It's just a philosophical statement. That's definitely not the null. My word, people.
That's what I was getting to too.
Yeah.
Kind of like the number 11 with the Titanic. Planes can fly motionless. They fly at miles per hour. I mean,
The
if
best part. Sorry, Betty.
they would be sort of stuck in midair, right?
Yeah, it's called suspended animation. Yes.
Yeah, but how can that be at 100 miles per hour?
Maybe they got to slow down.
He doubled down on that today. Actually, we were talking about this, about this show, and he doubled down on it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, ask Steve. Steve will verify it. Him and Steve went at it for at least a half hour, and finally, Daly muted him because he just wouldn't shut up.
Oh my word! You doubled down on this?
Yes, literally, he doubled down on it to the
Unbelievable.
point where Daly muted him.
My word.
See, that's why I said Daly should be as a globalist. He's a good moderator because he said enough, Zanuck. You are completely talking insensical. It's time for you to go take your medication.
Somebody's snorting in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you like the double down part?
I like the medication part.
Oh man! All right,
Because
listen. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, they're too far in the woods.
All right.
That's insane.
Go on, skeptical. What?
I said that's insane.
I got another super chat for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Good.
From James Richard again. It says a science communicator, whatever that is, goes into a scientific debate and has no answer as to what an independent variable is. Wow.
Yes. Yep. He did, James. In fact, it's on this channel. Go to, if you go to my toe tag list on the channel, just Mick West populates it. You'll find it real quick. On the it's on the playlist, folks. The playlists are the gold. Go in there, because trying to find different videos, especially when you get a lot of videos on a channel, it's a nightmare to find what you're looking for. So I tried to break them down into categories for you. That's where the gold is. So at least you can pinpoint the ones you want to find. All right. Those are the top, I don't want to say the top 20, the first 20. Let's go ahead and round it out from 21 to 30. Number 21, Charles Flat Earth Math. This speaks to in the first 10 where Sly Spark Kane was talking about his double-blind physics experiment. Well, Charles Flat Earth Math was in that same chat. So I guess he wanted to parrot this and take it a little further. I did a show on this for Charles, by the way. Check the toe tag list. Number 21. Now, if you get in deeper, there's this thing called a double-blind or a blind experiment where the chemist doesn't even know the substances he's mixing together. I'd have to say my wife pissed herself with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Number 22. Another one from the Rumpus. You don't have to be conscious to make an observation. Shout out to Crit, who reminded me of that today.
What?
Oh, this one is amazing.
Let me say that again. The Rumpus.
Did he really say that?
Yes. You can find it on my channel. Go to the playlist under debates. It's the first debate I had when I first come out here with the Rumpus. I just played it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, not to poison the well, but we were talking about this after Nathan Oakley, and I said my top right away would have to be the Rumpus.
And I had forgotten about this. I was, when I add this video in Discord, I have certain comments that I pulled out, and this was one of the comments I pulled out and I put it underneath the video, and I forgot about it. And Crit brought it up to me. I had to remove one to add this to the list, and I think it was a good removal. Betty, it's the one we talked about.
Okay.
It was funny, but it was pretty stupid, but I think this one just dwarfs that one. So
yeah.
Yeah.
See, for me, it works.
I know the other one when that was sort of made clear how he thought, and this one now I know that he's usually not conscious.
That's what I was going to say, too. Because for me, every time I talk to the Rumpus and he would get too far in the weeds, I'd be, are you conscious or unconscious right now? And it would just trigger him.
Yeah.
When you're unconscious, is there still refraction when you're unconscious?
Okay. Yes.
Unconscious refraction. I love it. Yeah, this can get that. Oh, this is a gift that'll keep on giving.
But isn't that in relationship to quantum mechanics that sort of?
Yeah, that response came out. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if you see it maybe in context, it might not be that all that awful, but maybe he worded it wrong.
Oh, the context is not saving it. Let me make that perfectly clear.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried, Robin. I'm sorry. I tried.
She tried to save you, Rumpus. It's just she doesn't have enough ham slices to save that. I'm sorry. Number 23 from Gimp Panda again. Straw man. The Earth isn't spinning that fast. It's only one revolution every 24 hours.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that sort of baffled more people, I think, right?
It
In the
did?
sense of that people get that confused.
Yes, and that went on for a long time, surprisingly.
Mhm.
This one went on for a while, along with the counterclockwise, clockwise rotation of the stars. They're abject buffooneries, both of them, including this one. But this one, I don't know why the flat earthers didn't catch up with this one that quick. I hope everyone knows what a train wreck this is, what he's doing, and fight the fat shirt. Sorry, did it again. Is guilty of the same thing too. I did a whole toe tag on him for this very same thing. They don't know the difference between angular velocity and tangential speed. It's just as simple as that. You don't measure as soon as angular comes out of your mouth, you should immediately realize, I don't care if you have a physics background or you don't. You should immediately realize that it has nothing to do with miles per hour, kilometers per hour. It has nothing to do with speed whatsoever. It's really, really a harsh train wreck, this thing.
But I still hear it today. I still hear them saying those two things today.
Yes, you do.
This is actually interesting because I used to admin a group with Bob, and Bob basically you take 365 or 360 divided by 24, you equal 15. That works on any shape. Okay, stop being dumb.
Yeah, this is just a shovel right in the face, and they do it all by themselves. So that's number 23, folks. Number 24 from Miles the Liar Davis. How ironic. Your argument can be dishonest without having the intention to deceive.
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So, when you're dishonest, the key part of dishonesty is what? The intent to deceive?
Deception. Yeah.
With the most important part is intent.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Intentionality. Yeah.
Being wrong doesn't mean you're trying to deceive. I'm wrong more often than I'm right. I got the wisdom and understanding to admit that.
Yeah, well, they try to say that they are dishonest without being deceptive.
Lie truthfully.
Yeah. It's a truthful lie.
It just reminds me of Bill Clinton's quote for some reason.
It's a justified true belief.
Oh my gosh, man. You guys. Stop it. I need to go
I
on.
did not have intercourse with that woman.
Hey.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Well, the rumpus shows up again. Number 25. The second law of thermodynamics doesn't apply to the Earth. That's classic.
When does it?
Can I ask my question,
That's
Huey?
nonsense. I would never say such a thing.
And he says it. I got him on tape saying it. Yeah. Go ahead. Somebody ask. Go ahead.
Utter moron.
Go ahead. Somebody.
I was going to ask my question, Huey.
Go ahead.
Paul. Where was that law? Where was the law discovered again? Where was it discovered?
Yeah, that's what you asked him. I know he never. You've never gotten an answer to that question, have you?
No. Every time he brings it up, I asked him, and no answer yet.
Every time you bring it up and you try to, you even attempt to ask the question, it gets rumpus or red herring fallacy away. You just keep asking, but every single time that I've heard it, that's what happens. He won't answer it. He'll dodge. He'll just go away from it as usual. All right, number 26, Negator. Why don't balloons disappear from the bottom up when moving up and away?
Why don't balloons disappear?
Sounds like a Negator classic.
Oh, chocolate's in. Look
Hey,
out.
chocolate.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up?
I gotta tell you a little
Everybody.
story about Negator, right? Because he claims military service also. So I got him to admit that flat earth speech is at least free speech, and he has sworn to give his life to defend free speech.
Sure.
Then I gave him a globe earth proof straight up from the book. Okay, I won't go into details of this because it'd be quite boring. And he still argued against it. Then when I said that, hey, by the way, you just argued against the globe, he called me a liar and then blocked me.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, so I basically gave him a solid globe earth proof. It had to do with neutrinos, by the way.
Oh, God.
So I gave him a globe earth proof, but at the end of it, I just said, therefore the earth is flat. And he argued against it for at least a solid 3 weeks. Then at the end of the 3 weeks, I said, by the way, that was a globe earth proof. I just threw in flat earth at the end to see how you would respond.
Wait, you were being dishonest, though, but you weren't trying to deceive.
It was, yeah. I just want to see how I said Negator, I was shit testing you. Okay.
Yeah. Good one. Good
Are
one.
there global proofs? That not a fallacy?
But it was sort of like in a DM. He did tell me I could share this story. I offered him not to share the story. And he said, you can share the story if you want to.
Yeah,
Is
they
it
have no
going-
shame.
Time comes up to defend free.
Yeah. Well, they have no shame either, which is that's another dagger in the coffin. All
I
right.
thought that the other one of Negator would be there with the numbers.
Oh, the numbers that it's going to make it. It will be there because this list is just going to get bigger. Like I said, there's 3 more that I can think of right now. Yeah. I think the other one. This is pretty stupid though.
Yeah.
All right, number 27 from Dr. John Wallace. Babies also cannot walk for 12 to 18 months due to adjusting to the spin of the earth. That's why we throw up and can't talk until about 14 months.
Yeah, this is the one that made me question the rumpus one.
I say
What's great
again.
about that one is that it was addressed to me. So somebody was telling me that. Thanks, John, Dr. John, whatever your name is.
Dr. John Wallace, you really appreciate this, folks. Here we go again, number 27. Babies also cannot walk for 12 to 18 months due to adjusting to the spin of the earth. That's why we throw up and can't talk until about 14 months. There you go.
Do we always throw up, or?
Oh, that explains everything, John. My 7-month-old can't walk yet. I get it. Oh my goodness, I was wondering why.
This is a thing where atheists don't have families and they don't really raise children because they're stumped by spit up. You know, they're stumped by that you have to birth a
spit
kid.
up.
Stumped by spit up. That was great.
They have motion sickness, right? All these globers have motion sickness.
Yeah, they start screaming at their kid after they feed because they didn't burp them properly, and they do a spit up, and they scream at the kid, "Don't you realize the Earth is a ball?"
It's not my fault, it's yours, because we're moving.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's wrap these up.
Can I shout out 2 super chats before we go?
Yeah, go ahead. Before we finish the final 3, yeah, go ahead.
So we got, again, one from James Richard. He says, QE, do you know if Mick West is the only person on Earth that holds the title of science communicator?
No. In fact, it just happened last week. I heard somebody else say that same thing, that they were a science communicator. Can't think of who it was.
Michelle Fowler.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Michelle Fowler.
NASA lady. Anybody doesn't know the NASA lady?
Yep.
Tells you very kindly that it's not okay to think the Earth is flat.
Yeah, you can't
She's a
think.
science communicator.
Okay, so it's not okay.
She also says that we're very complicated rocks.
Oh, I thought
I'm
that
not
was hilarious
kidding.
when I heard that. That was hilarious.
She did not say that.
John, would I lie about this, man?
You need
No,
okay. That's gonna make it. That you need to send me that. I need to
I
hear her.
will. Right now, I'll give you a second.
Yeah,
Yep.
just send
I
it.
actually shared it with Chocolate, didn't I?
Yeah, because I don't put. They don't make my list unless I have backup. Unless I heard it or seen it myself. I won't do it.
Oh, I got backup.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, and I got another super chat, and he says also James Richard, and he says, does number 27 come with an hypothesis?
Yeah. James. No. Not that I seen the post. No, it didn't come with one.
I don't think that it's a viable independent variable because you can't put the Earth on hold.
Listen to Betty. Thanks a lot, James. I appreciate it, sir. We want to finish the last three. The last three are the most recent. Let's go. Number 28, Brenda. You're starring again. Every atom is a clock. What time is sulfur?
Maybe
How
she
about-
means the atomic decay or something.
I don't care what she means. Every atom is a clock, so all right. What time's sulfur?
Where is the other great thing that she said with Q is an hypothesis, or what was it?
Yeah, that was up in the first 10.
Oh, did I miss that one?
Yeah, you did. It's up in the first 10, girl.
I didn't laugh hysterically.
Right here,
Shit.
number 5.
Oh, yeah, I missed it.
That's okay.
Yeah, that definitely needs to get in the top 10. Right.
Number
We had a
29.
great-
Oh, okay. Anyone else on the every atom is a clock?
Nah.
Number 29, you need an atomic weigher. Hippity hoppity.
Oh, that was hysterical.
I was there for that.
I'm
I
sorry.
got the T-shirt to prove it.
I'm sorry to say I was too.
Did you lose any brain cells?
I what can you say to this?
Well, where is it and what's the serial number?
We're on sale at Target.
All right. And finally, for the rounding out our 30 dumbest buffooneries ever babbled by BallTARDs. Professor Phil Bell, end. Water vapor is a gas. His response, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Oh, come on, John. He only thought about that for a few days now. Come on.
Yeah, you
He
gotta
only
give him a
thought
break.
that for a few days.
A couple of days, he was back on track.
Folks, these are the top 30. Now, like I said, I was going to go ahead and do a vote, but I want people to think on this for a while. I'm not going to add any more. Maybe wait for a couple weeks and do another show, and we're going to go through them again. Right? We're going to go for the top 3. I want you guys to think about it. You could PM me. You could put it in the comments. Put your, what's number 1, number 2, or number 3. You can PM me on Discord, like I said, or put it in the comment section underneath the video, and then we'll figure it out. But like I said, I don't want you to lose. I mean, that's all fun and all to get the number 1. I got my number 1. I know that. Number 2 and 3, it really doesn't matter.
Are you going to disclose it at the next time? What your top 3?
Oh yeah, I will. Yes. Oh yeah, most definitely yes.
I think
But like I
people-
said, more importantly, I want people, especially any new people listening, that are evaluating. How would you put it? veracity, the mental makeup of the people on the side of the globe pushing this fairy tale religion, I'd like you to take a step back, take a look at it as a whole, because these are just 30 comments. If I would have wrote every single one down, it'd be in the thousands. So I would just want everyone to just take a look, take a step back and say, oh my God, how did we get here? These are purportedly from the intellectual elite, the science gods of our time, speaking to the nature of our reality, folks. And this is what we got. What can you say to this?
Well, maybe we need a minute of silence.
This, I don't know, folks. It's really scary out there.
YouTube had the one in the chat has said that Mark Taylor should also be included, but it's not recorded, unfortunately. That Mark Taylor should be included with his comment that flies would need gas masks in vacuum chambers.
Flies would need gas masks in vacuum chambers.
Flies would need gas masks in a vacuum chamber.
I need context with this.
Oh, I like that. I see it in front of me. Flies with gas masks.
Oh, it's stupid. How did they ever get there?
Well, that's another thing. But flies don't have the same way that they breathe through their mouths.
Of course they don't. I got that part right away, but I'm wondering how they got there.
But if you look at the fly, it almost seems like the thing has a gas mask on already. Right? Yeah, if you look at
So
the
John,
yeah.
I posted that clip in I sent it to you in Skype.
Okay. Yeah.
I can give you the quote if you want. So the full quote is, there's no such thing as life really. We're complicated rocks, a chemical reaction that got complex enough to become conscious.
Oh my word. Michelle Fowler.
Same woman.
Yep.
Yep. She also talked about why she never married. That she
Oh
didn't
my
really see herself
okay.
as male or female.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take a listen to that right after we're done here with this hang up, because that oh my word. Hey,
I know.
was this I missed this? Was this recent?
No, it was.
I
it was
don't
way
know.
back.
Oh,
This was like a little compilation of her saying the dumbest things that I just found the other day, and I had heard this particular quote. I've heard all the other silly quotes, but this one in particular I did not hear, and I died laughing.
Yeah, she was doing as a Comedy Central skit. She was being interviewed by Comedy Central as part of like understanding science.
Wow.
And actually, in this video, I think she is saying that she is a science communicator. So you got both of those.
That's how she introduced herself. Yeah, she does. She's a science communicator for NASA, and then they ask her a bunch of questions that have nothing to do with science, just about social justice. And she doubles down on all this social justice crap.
Wow.
Well, she's a very complicated rock.
Yeah,
So-
she's really complicated. You ask her about her relationship status. It's complicated.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
All right,
Well,
folks.
that's too much.
Folks, I'm going to wrap this up because that's all I got for today. The top 30. Like I said, I need the 1, 2, and 3. You could do it a number of different ways. The comment section. I'm not going to do it in chat because it's too hard to read through those. They go too fast. The comment section or Discord. Or you could verbally tell me, and I'll make a note and write them down. And then we'll wait maybe a week or two, and then I'll have another show, and we'll go over them again a little quicker, and then we'll crown bronze, silver, and gold. So let's get some wrap-up thoughts from the panel. Look, Chocolate, looks like you're first one up there. Let me see, man. My phone just went down. Wrap-up
That's
thoughts,
right.
Chocolate. Yep, go ahead.
I got here late anyway.
Yeah.
That pesky job of mine, damn it.
Yeah, these personal things, right? You need,
Like what the hell? Nah, man, it's cool. Glad to be here, obviously. So stuff.
Cool. Thanks, man. Great. Final thoughts.
Yeah, so without giving the exact comment away, my top is Dr. Wallace, followed by Rumpus, then Negator, with an honorable mention of Hippity and Zanuck. And that's because
he's got 5. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Despite everything, did he just pop in, Betty?
Who did?
Did despite everything just pop in?
Right, everything? Yeah, I think he's. I don't get what you mean.
Did he just, yeah. Any thoughts? Well, I thought that he might have something to say. Carry us home.
Yeah, I heard.
I can say something.
Hold on a second. They're a bit loud. 1 second.
Mhm.
1 second, sir. Go ahead. Try it again.
1, 2, 3.
That sounded good.
Okay. Well, I didn't listen to the show, but I listened that you are saying some people said some shit. So, BallTARD. Well, I can say one thing: vapor is not a gas; it's in gaseous.
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but it overlap. The only reason I didn't put that on here is Professor Bill Bellin's position as professor. So that's the only reason why that one didn't make it from Sean the Crackhead Hawkins. So you're correct, sir. Thank you.
Or your method.
Say
You
that?
know, scientific method. They're calling your method.
I didn't make that out.
Saying the scientific method, how they call it your method.
Oh, yeah, that's my method. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yep, I made it up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's all. Thank you.
Now they have the sound part of it.
All right. Despite everything, thank you, John Shelton. Sir, final thoughts.
I'm muted. Listening in.
Thanks, John.
Neil's turn.
Go ahead, Neil.
I know it would
Sorry.
be impossible, but they should have to be here listening to their stupid nonsense.
We can't make them do that, Neil.
Hey, have them on the panel. Tell them we got something good for them. That make them listen to their nonsense.
no, they are. Zanuck's been DMing me the whole time. Okay, so just to let you know, okay, Zanuck is here and he's been DMing me since the very beginning. Okay.
That's all I got.
I feel sorry for you. John, did you say something before we moved to Neil? Did I hear you?
Yeah.
I got you turned all the way up, sir, and you're quiet.
Yeah, never mind. It's all right. A good show.
Thank you, sir. Paul.
If you can hear me, wasn't it Francis Bacon that came up with the scientific method? I think he'd be rolling his grave that you took credit for it.
Yeah, he was one of the main players, no doubt about it. Yep. Anything else, sir?
No, that's it. I'm driving, so I might be a little bit loud in the background.
Okay. All right. Skeptical. Final thoughts, sir.
You know, great show, funny day with all blades for steroid ballers. You know, no final thoughts. It was a great show. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep.
It was a little lighter. No presentations today, essentially. light on the side. I didn't want to. It's not like I said before. It's not so much as the people,
Yeah.
but it's the overall. From the intellectual and the science elite.
Juice.
I'm embarrassed for him. Appreciate it, Skeptical. Thank you. Betty, any admin final thoughts? Take us home.
Yeah, well, there isn't some admin again from James Richard. He's really going at it on the super chat. And he says, I would love to see QE debate any high profile, in brackets, don't call those things.
In quotation marks?
Yeah, quotations. That's it. Globehead scientists on a stage for the world to see these unbelievable arguments. Babies walking. Brackets.
Yeah, I agree, James. This, like I just said, I'm embarrassed for them. That's how bad this is. Speaking of debate, next Tuesday there will be another debate aired between me and he's sort of an unknown guy. It was a really good debate / discussion. I think his name was
Cal.
What was his name?
Cal.
Cal. That was his name. Cal. So that will be running next Tuesday. As for any high profile people,
you can find them, then bring them in.
Yeah, rocket scientist. Speaking of which, there is a rocket scientist, purported rocket scientist, PhD rocket scientist over in some unnamed server that has 12 counts of MSU against him. You've heard the counts against you, sir. I know you have. You need to show up, and I don't know how you're going to get out of these 12 counts, but we would like to hear you support everything that you said.
The issue here is the last rocket scientist, Mr. Giggles, was destroyed today. Okay, in basically Nathan Oakley's show, the live stream text. So now with the second rocket scientist, please stand up. Put both of those hands on, put both of those arms on each hand up.
Yep. There's 12 counts. He's heard each of them. We need support. You need to defend yourself. You're being charged with 12 counts of MSU. That's making shit up. Betty.
I double that.
Betty, final thoughts. Take us home, girl.
Yeah. Well, there's some good ones in there. Not all of them are flat Earth related, I think. Statements that people make. I hope that people will respond on the YouTube video, or even in Discord. PM me or on Searings, or PM you, right?
Yes.
So that we can and give us the numbers. Don't put the whole sentence in, but just give us the numbers, and then we compile them. And if you have more favorites, then make sort of your own list. And then we'll see which one is the most mentioned. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good point. They don't have to put the whole statement in. They could just give me the numbers. Number 1, 2, or 3, or any of the 30, and just put first place, second place, third place. You could differentiate them like that. It'd be easy.
Because we have more people that they make multiple statements. So just put a number in and make it so concise as possible, so that we don't have to go through lists and texts and texts. Just do it simple.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, I kind of like this. I like making the thumbnail too.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not trying to indict anyone personally. The most important thing is the overall viewpoint. Take a step back. Like I said, from the intellectual and the science elite of our time, these are the statements they are making concerning various subjects, but mainly the nature of our reality. And I'll tell you what, it's scary. I'm embarrassed for them. Last thoughts, Betty?
Last thoughts? Well, I think that we can sort of compile a whole lot more, but and I think that we still also I think we missed a couple of good ones that I remember, but I can't express them. And but we have to have them on tape. So if people have more of these statements, just then you have to link it to a chat or have a screenshot of it or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. But first of all, we want only to know about these first 30 that we already have. Otherwise, it will be too difficult. File.
Yes, yes. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining the panel. It was a lighter show today. It's scary out there, as evidenced by the top 30. And there's many more where that came from. The list is only going to get longer. So, take no prisoners. No quarter will be asked. None shall be given. And remember, I'll be back.